To give us a perspective of residents in affected communities, we're now joined by Roshan Lil-Ruthan from the Verulam Water Crisis Committee, and he joins us via our video link. Roshan, thank you so much for your time this evening. I mean, I'm sure you've heard there with the Deputy President Paul Mashatile saying that with the progress which has been made by this committee, he's satisfied. As residents of Verulam, what do you have to say about that?
Well, good evening, firstly, to you and your viewers. Actually very concerned with the statement made by the Honorable Deputy President, and particularly with the belief and support that he is making towards the comments of the Mayor of eThekwini. In fact, our response is that the Deputy President has been misled by the Mayor's office or the Mayor into the reality of what we are experiencing on the ground. We are currently day 330 in a majority part of Verulam without water, including our surrounding suburbs. Now, that contradicts what the Honorable Deputy President and what the Mayor has said earlier today.
And Roshan, just looking at, listening to your statement and also looking at some of the reports coming out, I mean, we've been told, looking at some of the reports, that only 10% of the 500,000 households have been affected by this water crisis. What is your experience on the ground? And these are the sentiments being shared by the Mayor of eThekwini to the Deputy President.
Well, for the Mayor to start using statistics to justify service delivery, and particularly the provision of a human right, which is water, is actually a serious indictment to his office. For him to say that only 10% are affected, even if it's one house, it is a serious violation. And for him now to start quantifying this to show that it is not serious is actually an insult to my community. We're talking in the Verulam area alone, over 150,000 residents. If you look at Phoenix, you're looking at close to 1 million residents in Phoenix. And if you're looking at Tongaat, you're looking at least 400,000 residents in Tongaat. So I'm not even looking at the rural areas which are compromised for many years. We have suburbs like Hazelmere, Buffles Dry, Inanda Tea Estate that does not have water for 10 years. Now, why is the Mayor not telling the Deputy Minister that the provision and non-provision of water to these communities is not as a result of the flood? It's directly attributed to corruption. It is a lack of service delivery and a lack of initiative on the part of the municipality to assist the communities. And these are the poorest of the poor in the Verulam and surrounding suburbs.
And Roshan, earlier this year, we also saw the Minister of Water and Sanitation, Senzo Mchunu, making his way to the eThekwini municipality to try and address some of the challenges being faced by some residents, including yourselves. What would you say has changed from his visit to now?
Well, the progress that we've made since the minister's arrival in eThekwini has been the launch of a war room. That war room now meets once a week on a Wednesday morning, and we have made significant progress in terms of capital projects. And when I talk about capital projects, it's like what you are showing on the screen: upgrading of reservoirs, upgrading of the aqueduct, and installation of new pumps, renovating and repairing the burnt out pump station in Ntuzuma. And unfortunately, these are medium and long-term projects. Some will take up to the year 2026, 2028. And then you have a project like the Umkomazi Dam, which was sitting idle for 4 years until the Verulam Water Crisis Committee put out a demand that that project be given priority. So now we've been told that it would take 8 years for that dam to be constructed. Now, that will not provide immediate relief to us as a community on the north. The issue that we have been grappling with is, as you are aware, when the minister came to Durban, he said that there are 6 valves that were needed to be replaced. The minute the minister left, those valves were repaired and replaced, and we were then told that they could not meet the 15 February deadline. It was then moved till the end of February. March has come, April has come, and we are now being told that the commissioning work of that was stalled because of the strike. Yes, it's a given. The strike may have caused some impediments. But we asked the minister and we asked the mayor, why isn't there security contingency arrangements in place to protect these institutions, to protect the staff, to ensure that key work continues? And we were met with silence. And that is when we are to now take this matter internationally and report it to the United Nations Office of the Human Rights Watch. Why would a community in Verulam go right to the United Nations if government in South Africa, our leaders in South Africa, are failing a so-called small community?